I think in this report, you're going to see some really interesting insights about how technology can be used to create the connections that are missing or that are creating this friction that we see in philanthropy. One of the things we talk about at Bonterra is creating the generosity generation, which is about building a large group of people from the beginning of their philanthropic and giving journey to the end, and recognizing that for most folks, that journey will start sort of small and with baby steps and perhaps volunteerism, but then will grow over time, over decades, as they get more involved, more passionate, and perhaps have more resources to deploy. Technology provides a way to manage people through that journey and through their growth into multiple different fundraising avenues and fundraising causes. And if we do that successfully, we think we can build the generosity generation. When I talk to donors and volunteers, I get from them a sense of increasing desire to give and volunteer more. But on the other hand, there has been the emergence of 1.5 million different nonprofits, most of them subscale. And with younger generations, there's an increasing desire to give to those smaller organizations to impact issues and causes in local communities. That overall mix introduces a great deal of complexity. It's very hard for a small donor to find a small nonprofit to impact a cause in a local community they really care about. And that difficulty, that disconnect, is what we believe to be the principal friction that is slowing the growth of philanthropy. You know, one of the challenges that nonprofits have with fundraising is they are resource constrained. And this is one of the reasons that nonprofits tend to focus on existing donors more so than trying to get new donors. A good example of that problem is in applying for new grants. It takes a significant amount of time investment, dozens and dozens of hours, to apply for a grant with uncertain probability. In fact, the first time, you're likely not to win the grant, but our data suggests that with repeated attempts and sticking with it, your odds go up markedly, multiple-fold. Now, the issue is, how do you have the time and resource to dedicate to that resilience? And the answer, we believe, is in automation and things that we're doing around technologies like GrantMatch. At the risk of oversimplifying, we see this issue as one of principally a matching problem, where we are trying to help donors find nonprofits that can impact the causes they care about. But it's not just identifying those nonprofits. It's also enabling them to cultivate a trust-based relationship, which includes things like transparency, which includes things like the ability for that nonprofit to articulate impact, which includes things like an ability to describe how their funding is being used to drive outcomes. That's what we believe technology is in a position to solve.